Hello traders, my name is Anthony. Welcome to our video today. So today is on weekend and you know as usual on every weekend we do our top-down analysis. So today I have from few pairs with me that I would like us to analyze. So what I can urge you is that you stick around till the end of the video and as always make sure you learn something from this video. So if there is someone who is watching this video on the first time, my name is Anthony, and in our channel we focus basically on SMC concept. If that is what you'd like to learn, then what I can urge you is make sure you subscribe and you turn on the notification bell so that immediately I upload a new video, you'll be the first person to see or to be notified. So for some like 2 weeks ago, I've been busy, so I've not been able to make on Wednesday update. But very soon and very soon, I'll be making both Sunday video and Wednesday update video. So what I can urge you is that find the link on the Telegram channel. It's free, guys. So you don't pay anything to join the channel. So if I see any good setup within the week, that is where I will be sharing my overviews. And let me say this, a disclaimer. So our channel is not a signal channel, guys. So if you join the channel in the name of signals or waiting for the signals there, then I can tell you you'll be disappointed. So I just share my overviews. So it's upon you to make a decision whether you'll execute a trade or not. So let me start the video by asking you, how was your week? Mine was a very tough week. For this week, I've only managed to execute only one trade on GBP USD. A setup I shared, I think, on a Thursday, if I'm not wrong. I shared the setup on the Telegram. So if you manage to take the trade, at least I know you have backed at least 1:3 out of that setup. So when I will be analyzing the pair, I will show you the trade that I executed on GBP USD. So with all those few remarks, let us start our analysis. So as usual, you know very well, we start our analysis with the DXY. So on our previous analysis, that is on our last previous video, that is on Sunday, um, I had marked this fair value gap here. I had marked this fair value gap because I think this was the last candle that was printed on last Friday. So I'd marked this fair value gap here because we saw a rejection from here, and you can see the next candle was a bullish candle. So I told you because we were because of this change of character, we were expecting the market to close above this high, but the market gave us what you call a sweep of liquidity. And you know very well, whenever the market sweeps liquidity, we expect the market to sweep another kind of liquidity before um, continuing with its intended direction. So for me, after I see this sweep of liquidity, I was expecting this fair value gap to hold the market and push to have at least a break of structure. But now the market has its own intention, and this fair value gap was not strong enough to push this market to the upside. And from what I can see, I think the market will be targeting these lows here, or maybe this minor inducement that is resting here. We have a minor inducement below this low. Maybe the market is targeting this liquidity because from what I can see, there is nothing here on a higher time frame. There is no fair value gap. There is no any good order block here. So I think the market will be targeting this liquidity down here, and maybe from here, we'll see a bullish momentum pushing to the upside because from what you can see, the market is bullish as of now. But now we have this retracement here, this bearish movement towards the downside. So what I will be targeting, I don't think whether this order block is going to hold, although it's not visible on the daily. but I think it was visible on 4-hour time frame. So I think this low will be swept. That is what I'll be expecting, this low to be taken out. And once the market takes out this low, then we'll look for any change of character for us to start looking for a bullish setups. But if that one does not happen, remember market trading is reactive but not predictive. We are not trying to predict the market. If the market does not do whatever we'll be expecting it to do, then we'll just react to what the market will be telling us. So as at now, I'll just be looking for sales on DXY until until I see a bullish momentum towards the upside. So going down to 4-hour time frame, I think I can go down to the lower time frame, like 1-hour time frame. Here on the 1-hour time frame, we can see very clearly, since we saw this change of character, the market has been making the series of lower highs and lower lows, So this is what I'm having here. I have this break of structure. After this break of structure, now you can see the market left this major inducement. So we can see here we have this, after this break of structure, market made this major inducement. You can see here we have a major inducement, and we are also having these two relative highs here as a minor inducement. So there are two scenarios that I will be expecting here. You can see very clearly the market has swept the major inducement. So if we'll get a break of structure down here, because you can see after the market swept this liquidity, never pushed past this previous low. So if we get a break of structure here, then that one will be a valid break of structure. I won't be expecting the market to come to this order block. I don't know whether we are clear on that. If the market will have a good break of structure here, we'll continue looking for sales. I will not be expecting the market to come to this order block here. But if the market won't break this structure down here, then it happens that it will come to this area. Then this is where I will look for my sales. I don't know whether you are getting. This is an area whereby I will be looking for my sell setups. And I don't, let me go to the 1-hour time frame. Yeah, we can also draw this order block here. You can also have this order block. Remember, the market has already swept this major inducement, so market can react to this order block here. So I'll be watching either this order block or this order block that is above here. But the good ideal order block, it is this one. This is the best order block because we have liquidity below it. You can see here we have a very nice liquidity below it. So this will be a very good place for me to take a sell rather than this one, because if I have to execute from here, that means my stop loss should be above here. So I will update you. So if you are in my Telegram channel, don't worry, I will update you with what the market will show us. If the market will react from here and we get a good change of character, then we take a sell. If the market will come to this area, then we'll take an aggressive entry from this area targeting this low. So for now, the DXY is bearish, so we should be looking for bullish on the dollar pairs. So going to the Euro USD, you can see very clearly we're having the same thing uh, that is on the DXY. But one thing that is contradicting here, the Euro USD has not swept this major inducement. You can see the DXY has not the DXY, sorry guys, but the Euro USD has not yet swept this major inducement. So that's why I'm expecting still to see the sell momentum. I'm expecting to see the market pushing to this order block down here. So for now, this is the setup that I'm having on Euro USD. A buy setup from this area. Stop loss some few pips below the order block. then the target should be this here. So this is my setup as of now. So we'll just be waiting and see what the market will do. Remember, the market can decide to sweep this inducement and then continue pushing to the upside there. So be aware of that. If the market will sweep this inducement, then we get a confirmation around here. This is where I normally tell you guys, wait for a confirmation. Because you can see here we are having some kind of resistance standing with support. You see, we have this resistance here, then market broke it and came and reacted off of that resistance. So this resistance turned to be support. You can see here the market is also rejecting from this area. So the market can sweep this inducement, then continue buying from this area. So, but don't enter that trade blindly. Make sure you get a good confirmation within this area, then you can take your buy from that area. So that is what I'm watching on Euro USD. Now going to GBP USD, let me start from the higher time frame. That is the daily time frame. You can see very clearly now we are in this break of structure. And as of now, you can see we are on a correction move or we are on a pullback. And from what I am having on the GBP USD, this is my strong high and this is my weak low. So I'm expecting the Euro GBP USD to push to the upside and take out all these liquidity that is resting within this area. And then now, if it comes to this order block, that is when I will be looking for sales. So my anticipation is that the GBP USD should come and take out this inducement that is resting here. We have some relative equal highs that is resting within this area. Then if it comes to this area, that is when I will start looking for sales. But remember, that is our idea. But if the market market can decide to come and maybe react from this area, maybe take out this inducement and then start pushing to the downside. Or maybe market can come, clear this liquidity, then react from this fair value gap within this area, then sell from there. So we'll just be watching and react to what the market will show us. Now going to the lower time frame, that is 30 minutes time frame. I want to show you the trade that I took. Maybe let me go to 15 minutes time frame. You can see very clearly this structure swept this they swept this inducement, sorry. We have this sweep of liquidity, then we are having the break of structure. So that means this low was my strong low and this high here was my weak high. So now on 15 minutes time frame, let me go to that minutes and show you why I placed the stop loss here and not below this strong low. You can see very clearly here the market tapped into this order block here. Let me go to 1 hour. On 1 hour time frame, yeah, you can see very clearly we are having this order block. So this order block was already mitigated by this wick of this candle. You can see this order block was mitigated by the wick of this candle. So there was no reason for me to place my stop loss below this low because I knew very well the market will not be intending to push to this low here, or unless now it wants to change the character and push towards the downside. So that is why I placed my stop loss just some few pips below this low here, because this is the order block that I marked. Guys, you can see very clearly, guys, I don't change my setup. This is always what I look for. I need to see a low sweeping liquidity, then a good change of character or a good break of structure. So once I see that, then now the next thing I should ask myself, where is liquidity? Because we know very well that if you can't spot the liquidity, then definitely you yourself will be the liquidity. So I have to ask myself, where is the liquidity? Then from there now I can mark my point of interest. Then the rest is just waiting, just waiting for the market to come to your PO highs. Once the market gets to your PO high, guys, Just execute the damn trade. Don't think. You know, some people, when you see the market coming to your point of interest, then you start panicking, and you start having some fears and doubts. So, whenever you see, after you have marked your everything, if everything checks out, then you have marked your order block, you have marked everything. So the worst thing that can happen, guys, is this trade hitting the stop loss. Nothing else. That is the only worst thing that can happen. So just execute the trade and let it run, guys. Let it run. So this is where I placed my order. I placed my order within this area. Then now my target, I think we had an order block here on 30 minutes time frame. You see this order block? That is where I set my target. And you can see very clearly the trade gave me 1:3 risk to reward. That is 1:3 risk to reward. So this is the trade that I took on GBP USD. So currently I don't have any setup on GBP USD. I'm not having any setup on GBP USD. So until I see any good setup, so for now, you don't have any setup on GBP USD. So we'll just wait and see what the market will do. So next week, I will be updating you. If I get time on Wednesday, I'll also make a video. That is our top-down analysis update on what has happened. If I don't get the time, guys, so you'll forgive me. We'll meet here on Sunday and do our top-down analysis as usual. So I think I've made that one clear. So which pair should I analyze next? I think I don't have any good setup on gold, so I will not be analyzing the gold. So for my young pairs friends, those who trade JPY like me, sometimes I do trade JPYs. So let us do the analysis on JPY basket, and I think that is where I will stop my video. So from the higher time frame, you can see very clearly that the JPY basket has been bearish. The JPY basket has been bearish. From the daily time frame, you can see very clearly the market is making the series of higher highs, lower highs and lower lows. Yeah, some kind of bearish. So we just follow the trend of the market, nothing else. So after this break of structure, you can see we have this minor inducement here. So the market swept this minor inducement and gave us this break of structure. So let me go for a time frame and see that one clearly. You can see the market, we had this break of structure. Market swept this minor inducement, then pushed to the downside and broke the structure here. So now that means what? This is our strong high. That means this is our protected high, or let me call it our strong high. That is our strong high now. So we have to look at the point of interest that is within this area. So I can see very clearly I'm having this order block on 4-hour time frame. You have the supply zone or an order block on 4-hour time frame. But now these are the kind of order blocks that I wait for confirmation, guys. These are sort of order blocks that I wait for confirmation. The reason being, remember here we are having this liquidity resting here. We're having this I resting here. So market can decide to come and sweep this I before starting to push to the downside. So if the market gets to this area, make sure you wait for a good change of character within 15 minutes time frame. I also dropped a video now to do the multi-time frame and alignment. Always make sure you learn how to do multi-time frame alignment. If you have drawn your point of interest from 4-hour time frame, your confirmation entry should be at 15 minutes time frame. Huh? If your point of interest comes from the daily, make sure you look for confirmation on 1-hour time frame. If it is at 1-hour time frame, look for confirmation on 5 minutes time frame. So if you want to learn more about that, I think I have a video on my Telegram, in my YouTube. So find the video on the YouTube channel and make sure you watch it and learn from it. So this is what I'm having. So this is my strong high and this is my weak low here. So I think from the lower time frame, the JPY basket has confirmed to us now it is willing to have a correction. We are currently having a correction. So going to 15 minutes time frame, let me see whether we have any good thing. Before then, let me go to 2-hour time frame and see whether you have any. We are not having any good thing. Order block here. Can we refine? Yes, we can refine it like this on 1-hour time frame. Yeah, we have this. So we can refine this order block of ours to this order block, and I think this one looks more better on 1-hour time frame. But also still, don't take an aggressive entry from here. Wait for 5 minutes change of character since we have refined it on a 1-hour time frame, and from there, or 15 minutes time frame, and then we can look for sales within that area. But remember, market can decide to take this minor inducement and still continue selling. So the only thing that is quite important here is wait for confirmation. If the market will give us a change of character within this area, then we just take the sales. We don't have to wait for the market to come here. Market might fail to come to this area. So if we get a change of character, then we'll start looking for sales. I think that one is clear. So let us go to 15 minutes time frame. You can see very clearly, this was my strong high here. From what I can see here, this was my strong high. Why am I saying this was my strong high? Since you can see here, the market swept this low and came up and swept this inducement high here before breaking the structure. You see, we have this sweep of liquidity before this break of structure. That is why I'm saying this was my strong high. Down here, nothing swept liquidity. So this was my strong high. So after seeing this high being violated by a candle close above this previous high, then I got my change of character here. So now that means my bias changed from bearish to bullish. So now I start looking for the buys. Now I had this low as my inducement. So market came to this area, tapped into that order block, and you can see continued pushing to the upside. Now we are having this break of structure here. This break of structure is a good break of structure since swept liquidity here. You can see here we had a sweep of liquidity, then we have a break of structure. That means now this is my strong blow down here. So if we get a good change of character within this area, then we should be looking for buys on JPY basket. So the idea is we should be looking for buys on JPY basket. That means what? We should be looking for sales on GBP, JPY, and Euro JPY, also USD JPY, AUD JPY, and CAD JPY. All these pairs, we should be looking forward for sales. So I think I'm clear on that. You should be looking on sales. We can see very clearly here. This was my last break of structure on JPY, GBP, JPY. So that means now I'm having a change of character here. I'm having a change of character here. Or do I have any sweep of liquidity within this area? I don't have any sweep of liquidity. So this was the last break of structure. Swept this small liquidity here before breaking the structure. Now I'm having a change of character here. So that means now this is my protected high. This is my protected high. So that means what? And I can see the only liquidity that I'm having here is this high. So this is my inducement. This is my inducement for liquidity. So if the market will sweep that, then I'll be looking for sell from that area. So the idea is here that you should be looking for sales on GBP JPY, sales as of now, because we're having a change of character. So hunt for sales from this area. If now the market will have a break of structure here, then now that means we will be looking for buys. So until then, look for sales on GBP JPY. Euro JPY, the same thing. We're having a change of character here, and we have a very nice order block within this area. And good thing with this order block is at the extreme. So that is where I should be looking for my sales from this area. That is where I'll be looking for my sales. Stop loss above there, and the take profit should be down here. But as always, I'll take my partials at 1:3, 1:3. Then I will let the rest run to the full TP. So that is what I'm having today on Euro JPY, GBP JPY, and also the dollar pairs. But before I end this video, let us do analysis for our BTC USD friends. So for those who trade the GBP, BTC USD, then this is for you. So from our previous analysis, I think the market was somewhere here. We said that this is the setup that we had previously. So we said we had marked this break of structure here. This was our strong low. This was our inducement. And we were expecting the market to come to this point of interest, but unfortunately, the market never came to this area. So I will still remain with the setup. I'll still remain with the setup since this break of structure never swept an inducement here. So I cannot say that this is a strong break of structure. So this I, for me, this one will act as an inducement. So for me, this is an inducement. So if the market will take out this inducement and maybe give you a change of character, that is when you should be looking for a sales. Or maybe if you get a good continuation from here down here, remember the market can fail to come up there. So if you get a good continuation trade uh, towards the sell, the idea is we should be looking for sells. And I think here we are having something where this pullback, the market swept liquidity here, and we have a break of structure. So this is our strong high here. This high here is our strong high. We are having this strong high here. And then we have this break of structure here from the lower time frame. The lower time frame. And you can see here we have a very nice order block. We are having a very nice order block within that area. Like that. Go to that image and see whether you have something good. So the order block is not visible on 30 minutes time frame, so it's only on 15 minutes time frame. So if the market will come to this area, so guys, make sure you don't take aggressive entry. Just wait for good change of character from the lower time frame. That is either 3 minutes or 5 minutes time frame, and then take a sell from there. Because this is a very nice setup. We are having a lot of liquidity below this area. We have more liquidity here. So if the market will come here, you should be looking for sells. If the market will violate this area, then wait for the market to take out this inducement, then look for sells. So that is it. That is I'm having here on BTC USD. So thank you guys for watching this video. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, kindly do so. And don't forget to like the video. So thank you for watching the video. See you on the next one. So thank you very much.